Parliamentarian Vimal Veeravansa made a revelation in Parliament today. He said that officials of the American Secret Service had met with a number of suspects in the custody of the Terrorist Investigation Division in connection to the April 21st terror attacks.
These suspects in the custody of the Terrorist Investigation Division are being held at the Valisara Naval Base. Two officials of the American FBI came to this naval base at 9:30 a.m. on the 24th of July 2019. They are Tricia White and Matthew Arroyts. They said that they wanted to meet these suspects. When the naval base did not grant them permission, there is a high-ranking official at the TID there, and he gets an order from up top to allow them in, and the two FBI officials enter the naval base. Besides these two officials, from the American Embassy, two people by the names of Aruna and Sanjay Mailvanam also arrive here. Sanjay Mailvanam is the translator. The only people allowed to be in the room were the two American FBI officials, the suspects, and the two people who were sent from the American Embassy. The FBI officials questioned the suspects for close to 2 hours. Why is there a need for these two American FBI officials to question these two suspects connected to terrorism alone in a room? Today, these terrorist attacks have been used to make this country a hub for the American Secret Service, and it has spread everywhere. Prasad Karyavasam is also in Parliament now. He is shamelessly still in here. He is working for the United States of America. He is the person who persuaded the former Defense Secretary to sign the AXA agreement that is detrimental to the country. These beggars who dance to the tunes of America are enemies of the country. He is still being kept inside this Parliament. There are two American national journalists at Lake House and at the Observer paper. An American Tamil is at the Elections Commission, and he is being paid by the United States. He is in charge of the computer division. So today, they have got this country in a net. Parliamentarian Vimal Veeravansa made this statement today in a backdrop where allegations are being levelled against the government over attempting to establish a hub for the US to acquire goods and services in the country through the AXA, SOFA and Millennium Challenge Cooperation Agreements. Recently, a US aircraft landed at the Katunayaka Bandaranaike International Airport and exchanged goods with an American military vessel docked off the coast under the provisions of the AXA agreement that has already been signed. 2 weeks ago, two large cargo aircrafts belonging to Western Global, a company that provides civil aviation services to the US Department of Defense, landed here on two separate occasions. One of the aircrafts had arrived in Sri Lanka from the American base located in the Guam Islands. The Prime Minister made a statement in Parliament saying that the government of Sri Lanka has presented certain amendments to the proposed SOFA agreement with the US. Although the Prime Minister assured that the agreement will only be signed if the US agrees to those amendments, the opposition raised suspicion that the SOFA agreement has already been signed. The country's land laws that were due to be amended using the grant of $480 million through the Millennium Challenge Cooperation were halted by a determination of the Supreme Court on the matter. The opposition alleges that the government, through this amendment, were attempting to make it easier for land to be acquired for the proposed economic corridor between Trincomalee and Colombo. While American influence in the country continues to make headlines, the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the Right to Peaceful Assembly, Clement Naletsosivol, held discussions with the Chief Justice of Sri Lanka. His attempts to summon a number of High Court judges were foiled after the matter was revealed in Parliament. When details of such foreign interventions in the country continue to crop up, information on a large consignment of garbage containers being imported to the country were also revealed.